בעזרת השם, the Gemara this morning, Guitin 6b, אמר רב חיסדא, לעולם אל יטיל אדם אימה את תורה בתור ביתו. Says Rav Chisda, a person, a man, should never install fear in his house with his wife and kids. You should be normal. For sure, sometimes you have to show that you're upset with your kid. You have to show him that you're not happy, right? And with your wife sometimes, yes, she shows you she's not happy sometimes. You can show her. But in your heart should be clean and pure and not have any grudge on the other person. But some people install fear in the house. They like it where their wife is scared from them, where their kids are scared from them. Says Rav Chisda, come and see what happened in one time in the Torah. There's a story of the concubine that ran away from her husband, and it caused 70,000 deaths in 2 days. The story was, there was a concubine, her husband used to make her scared. One time she runs back to her parents, her husband goes and gets her back. On the way back, they have to stop somewhere. They were not really invited, so he went inside, he was invited, he left her outside. She was abused at night, and they found her dead. And what happened was, he asked for revenge from the Sanhedrin, and the Sanhedrin asked the tribe of Binyamin, who is responsible. They didn't want to hand over the responsible people. It caused a war between the 11 tribes of Israel against the tribe of Benjamin. And what happens in 2 days? 70,000 people dead. Why? Because her husband installed fear in the house and she was scared from him till the point she had to run away. Comes Rav Yehuda and teaches us that's not the only thing. Whoever installs fear in the house, he's going to come to commit, or his family members are going to come to commit, three very, very serious sins, which are Giloy Arayot, Shfichut Damim, V'chilut Shabbat. Comes Rashi and explains us. Giloy Arayot, what does it mean? Giloy Arayot means his wife has to go to the mikveh. And that night, the kids, till they fell asleep and teach her time to prepare, she comes to the mikveh is closed. There's no mikveh open. Now she has to come back home. But if she comes back home and she tells him she missed the mikveh by a few minutes and she doesn't have any mikveh, he's going to scream, he's going to get a fit, he's going to make her feel so bad. What is she going to do, poor lady? She has no choice than to come and tell him, oh yes, I went to the mikveh. And he's going to be sleeping with his wife, we didn't go to the mikveh, and then commit Giloy Arayot, which is a very big sin, to be with his wife without her going to the mikveh. Why? Because he makes his wife scared from him. Shfichut Damim. Imagine somebody makes his wife scared from him, and he's at work, and something happened, and he tells her, you wait till I come home, I'm going to show you. She's so scared of him, and towards the night, after she puts all the kids to bed, she runs away from the house, and she falls in a pit, and she dies. Shfichut Damim. He killed his wife. Why? Out of fear. Such a story happened 10 years ago with a boy, when the father, it's a real story, his father told him, you wait till I come home, I'm going to show you. He ran away from the house in the middle of the night, and they found him the next day dead. Third thing, Chilul Shabbat. Imagine she was preparing for Shabbat. Shabbat is early, and she forgot, with all the preparation, with all the running around, she forgot to light the Shabbat candles. She knows that when he's going to come from shul, and he's not going to see the candles lit, okay, so she didn't light the candles. So it's better not to light the candles than to make an averah and to light the candles on Shabbat. But when he's going to come home, it's going to be a black Shabbat for them. He's going to scream, and he's going to turn the table, and he's going to not eat the meal, and everybody's going to feel bad, and the whole Shabbat is going to be ruined. Why? Because he installed fear. So what is she going to do? She has no choice. She's out of fear. She's going to light the candles of Shabbat during Shabbat. Chilul Shabbat. He caused her to profane the Shabbat. So to tell you, those type of people who make their family members scared, right? It's a very bad thing. And it's not only your family members. Same thing at work. Same thing with your friends. Same thing with everybody. Such a person is not a person that you want to be next to. But there's also big consequences for this type of behavior. A person should know how to control himself. If you don't know how to control himself, there is books, right? There is books of Musar, which speaks about Ben Adam lechavero, how to conduct yourself with your friends, and especially with your wife and kids. Some people, with their friends, with the secretary at work, with his employees, right? He's a great man. Everybody loves him. Everybody thinks good about him. He comes home, he turns into a monster. He doesn't know. He thinks his wife is a shifcha. He thinks his wife is a servant. Chas v'shalom. The whole bracha you have in your house is thanks to your wife. The Gemara says in Baba Metzia, if you want to have a bracha, Amar Rava, okiru lenashaychu, give kavod to your wife. Respect your wife, right? Handle nicely your children, right? If you don't know to do that, go to somebody. Go to a Rav to teach you. Go to a psychiatrist. Maybe you have a problem, right? But you should know there is sometimes big consequence. But again, if there is a reason to get upset, you can show you're upset, right? But sometimes you're not right. You think you're right. And even if you're upset, don't keep it more than 10 minutes. After that, hi, how are you? Let's sit down to the table to eat. Let's do what we have to do. Some people, some men, when they get upset, it takes days and days till they get over their anger, right? And that's something very bad. That ruptures Shalom Bayit. Shalom Bayit means you say what you have to say and it's finished there. And you go to the next page and you try to fix things together. So let's try to have a good relations with our wife, with our children, and Bezrat Hashem have Shalom Bayit. And Bezrat Hashem, Mashiach should come b'mera b'emenu. Amen ve'amen.